Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NYYANKEE the best.
And thank you, Ian, for the lead-in. I appreciate it. How's everybody doing? Good morning on a Sunday morning here in New York City. How is everyone? Wanted to first of all say thank you. We debuted our Saturday night after dark show with Nitin last night, and our new possible person to be doing some stuff here. I like to call him AA in our chat. He did a great job last night. Very, very knowledgeable, enthusiastic. We had a great time, and we were on for about, I'd say a little over an hour or so, and the show did very, very well. Thank you. So not bad for promoting it within 2 hours with the short and everything. So I gave a poll out, would you like us to do it again? And everybody said yes. So next Saturday is going to be our NYMania After Dark show, where we talk about everything from sports to personal, whatever you're doing. What do you do after games? Eating, do you go out with family? What do you like to do as a hobby? It's a really, really cool show. Also, it gave me the idea and bug because there was big breaking news with Alex Bregman last night that he went to the Chicago Cubs on a 5-year deal. So that might open up a lot of things, so, so it was really, really awesome. So thanks so much. In the chat so far, we have CBB from far away. How you doing? Charles, how are you? And he says somewhat he's feeling a little bit better. That's good. Nosebleed is here. Bob Rizzo is here. How you doing, guys? Kevin is here. Ava is here. Teresa is here. Wow. For a show that we're going to be on for a couple of minutes, you guys are fabulous. So first things first, take care of some business. Tonight, live at 8 p.m. is our weekly roundup show with scoreboard updates. The chat, you get involved, and with all of our NYMania staff and of course all of our chat, you get involved. You love that show. You asked for it. You got it. So tonight at 8 o'clock, we have the round table of everybody talking sports. Now, hopefully by tonight, hopefully the baseball free agencies, today would be a great day for the Yankees to do something. I know we always sound like a broken record, but we'll see how that goes. Of course, thank you, Charles, for putting out. Please like, subscribe to Mania, and he thanks each and every one of you. We're still at that 34% mark. It's really amazing because a lot of you, I don't have the specific number, a lot of people are in that 34%, and they just don't come over and they don't subscribe. It's crazy, or press the like button. And it's just so easy. Press that button. And also you could do the, while you're there, press the like button. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. Anyway, let's see. You think someone will pay Belly that money he wants? Well, if they're desperate enough, Charles, they might. If the Mets have nowhere else to turn, I wouldn't doubt that they go close to that. I don't think they'll give him a sweep, but I do think somebody will probably get. I have to believe between 30 and 33 million. That's what I think he's going to get. And then of course the Yankees are going to get what do you call refted because they couldn't do the 30 to 33. When in fact they were choking the Yankees for 37, 38, which is insane. No, first of all, nobody's worth that kind of money. I'm sorry. I'm all for making a lot of money, but this is ridiculous. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. How much is too much to hit a stupid baseball? Yeah, you've got a profession. I understand that, but are you saving lives? Are you coming up with a method for making pills and aspirins to make people live and move on? No, you're hitting a stupid ball. Yeah, granted, you might do it better than 700 other players, but are you really deserving close to $1 billion? Come on, give me a break. And that's coming from a guy who absolutely loves and adores sports. But so hey, it is what it is. But anyway, so tonight we have the 8 p.m. show, and as always, you know that if the Yankees make any type of noise or news or something well worth, we will come on live way before the 8 o'clock. I'll have a short out and all of that. So the 8 p.m. stream is 100% authentic. It's going to happen. And with that, we will see you, of course, at 8 p.m. And then tomorrow we start our weekly coffee bagels Yankee talk. And right now on Thursday, we have a really cool day for you. Thursday, we're going to not only have coffee bagels at 9:30, but at 10 o'clock, we're going to have Iron Eagle's son on, Noah Eagle, who's a very, very, very good announcer on CBS and a lot of games. So he's following in his father's footsteps. He's excellent. So we're going to have him. And if that's not enough, then at 8 o'clock at night, we have our entertainment show with Maria Venuto and, of course, our own chef, Nick. So that'll be on at 8 o'clock next Thursday also. So that's an action-packed day. And, of course, whatever happens in Yankee news as we get closer to the start of spring training, which I believe now is 29 days away. Can you believe it? I mean, look where we are already. We just said Happy New Year, and we're 11 days into the new year already. So it's kind of crazy, but that's where we are, guys. Did you, talking about the Bregman deal, and last night in the late night format, I had said I still felt that the Yankees may not be out of the Bellinger. There's a method for the madness. The Yankees could be calling a bluff here, wanting to see if Boris and Boris will break down when he finally sees that he's not going to get the offers like that. Cody's calling him out and probably saying, am I going back to the Yankees or not? So you got to respect it. Let's see the Yankees. Hopefully they don't get burned with everything. They do come up with something. Now the Cubs, by signing Bregman, means Miko Horner might be available, and that will solve two things: a good infielder and we get our leadoff hitter, and you never have to see again Trent Grissom leading off, which I was never a fan of. But again, stranger things have happened. Also, in last night's stream, I made it very clear. I went on one of my rants. I will not, and everybody that heard it, I'm sorry I'm repeating myself, but the people that weren't there, and I know there are some of you that weren't, I am not going to touch the anything on Anthony Volpe. I'm done with that. Everybody has their view. I refuse to talk about it. I am not going to make any comments. Is he bad? Should he, be DFL? Should be this, that? I am not. I repeat, that is off limits. When he starts playing again, we could talk about it. But until then, right now, our shortstops are Jose C., possibly Rosario, possibly Dijon. But I am not gonna sit here and talk about a guy who was hurt since May 4th. Now, You can't blame the guy that, and he was a trooper. He went out there and he tried his best. And the Yankees let him go on and on and on because they had nobody to replace him. Nobody. They had to wait all the way to July 31st to get Rosario, and I'm sorry, and Caraballo. And if you're blaming Volpe for that, well, then you're blaming the wrong people. So that's it. The case is closed. As far as we're concerned, our starting shortstop is Jose C right now. So I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear about DFAing him. I don't want to hear about that they waited too long, because there are other players too that you can call out. And that is a dead issue. That's it. We don't talk Volpe's name unless he gets traded or he's back in the lineup. I'm not gonna field any questions. Maybe the other guys will, but I'm not. And I'm sorry for the hard stance. I just feel that when a guy plays the way he did, hurt, and I said it from day one. I said it on May 5th. He's hurt. There's no way he's going to throw the ball like that. And everybody said, oh, because he stinks. No, because I've seen you. You've seen the accuracy. He may not have the biggest, strongest arm, but he did not throw like that. That Paul Goldschmidt had to go all over the place. Come on. If you didn't see that something was wrong with this man's arm, something was wrong. But anyway, that's a dead issue. That's it. All right, let's before we head out, let's take a couple of questions. Let's go. More money's back. How you doing, big guy? Yankees should have plugged Piazza at the time. Played Peraza. Peraza was useless. I'm sorry. Typical Yankee mismanaging the roster. Did the same with Rizzo after he bumped his head. Well, it was more than a bump in the head, money. And I like it. I'm going to call you MMM. No, I mean, you want to talk non-hitter? Well, there you go. Peraza, you would have gotten nothing from him. Absolutely nothing from him. So I don't even want to go there. RC Cola, good morning. Welcome back again. Bregman got 5 years and is 1 year older than Belly. Therefore, Belly will continue to seek 6 years minimum. If that's the case, let Belly walk. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No question. My cutoff was 5 years. 5 years, and that's it. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. There's no in between. E-Blaze, how you doing? Now they're desperate to sign Bichette and lock him up in a long-term deal, but that's not happening. Well, again, I don't see the Yankees being desperate. You do have two shortstops that could be very capable. Rosario's not exactly the greatest, but you do have Dejan, who's a whiz. He's excellent in the infield. So they plugged themselves pretty good there. So I'm not too concerned about that. Do they need another hitter in the lineup? Of course they do. There's no question about it. Now, are the Yankees going to roll the dice and say that possibly they're going to go with Spencer Jones and Dominguez and let them have 500 at bats? I don't know how that's going to work out. I'd like to see it. I'd really like to see it, but I just don't think that's going to happen. Man, these Red Sox fans are so annoying. They're whining about losing Bregman to the Cubs, but so what? They've got young players they can work with. Yeah, that's true. That's very true, Blaze. Very good observation. Excellent. Yes, I agree with you. Let's go to Bronx Bomber. Yankees would get stuck with a DJ contract if they get Belly big money and would be useless to contract in the end. Yep, I agree with that too. I like good statements. You guys are on the ball this morning, guys. I love it. Absolutely love it. One is the odd man out in Chicago, plays second and short. Yep, and if need be, you can throw him on third base if by chance you move on from McMahon, but I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. But again, you never know. You never know. Well, Dijon can hit. He had a bum year this year. Last year he didn't play well. He's moving around, but he has made a commitment to being the player that he was again. And he said, "I did not sign with the Yankees to sit on my tailspin." So I have a feeling we're going to see some good stuff out of Dijon. Don't sell him short. Don't sell him short. Let's see. What else we got here? Red Sox may target Suarez now, if not Bo. Yeah, that makes sense. I put him on third base. He'll hit quite a few homers in Fenway Park. That is a smart move for them if that's the way they pivot. He will definitely hit monster home runs in that place. No question about that. So we'll see how that goes. CBB, how you doing? If you don't sign Bichette, Bellinger, and trade for a Peralta, then you're wasting another year of Judge and Cole. Yeah, you are. And Cole's not getting any younger. Of course, Stanton's your top three, animals on the team are in their early mid-30s. So I know that, but the thing is, you gotta build the team smart. You can't just put a bunch of millionaires and millionaires and millionaires. It doesn't work. You have to have youngs, millionaires, studs, medium-sized players, a good bench, a good catcher. You know what the four element is, right? It's catching, shortstop, second base, and center field. If you and your pitcher, if you have those five things covered, you're on your way. Now, do the Yankees have it? Trent Grissom, great center fielder. Can't take that away from him. So defensively, that's one box good. Chaz Chisholm, yes, he does. Even though he does these stupid shenanigans, I love his enthusiasm, but stop with the shenanigans. So that's two. Your shortstop, if healthy, I believe that Derek. I go to Derek Jeter because we're spoiled. Anthony Volpe, if he's healthy, I say he does fill the box because you can get a lot worse. And behind the plate, that's what Austin Wells has to prove. Austin Wells has to hit more. We don't have to worry so much about framing now because we have the ADS, whatever you call that, ABS system this year. So framing is not going to be that important. Hopefully they will run with Austin Wells hitting wise. So that's where you're going to win championships. Right up that middle, right down Broadway, around up from second, short, center, home plate. Everything else is your peanut butter with your jelly. That's what it is. And your sandwiches is first and third base. I can live with McMahon at third. I don't know what we're going to do at first. I want to see the Mexican kid. A lot of people putting this guy down. But let me tell you, when the Yankees faced the Mexican team, they went out there. They got their butts kicked. And we threw some okay pitching out there. We got our butts kicked, and so did other teams. So let's wait and see what this guy's going to give you before we can make a judgment. Let's see. Let's give him a chance. Listen, again, it could be worse. RC says it's sad but true, but the Yankees don't go full throttle anymore. Well, I agree and I don't agree with that. When you have a $300 million payroll, how can you honestly say they don't go full throttle? Now, how they use the money is a different story and what players they get. But we can't say that they're not committed. I mean, obviously now they have, Hal's in a crazy position. He knows he's got a big payroll. He knows he's got a lot coming up. And yet, with that big payroll, he still needs players. So if you think he's not losing sleep, you're wrong, because he's got to make the right decision here. And he's the one who's going to open up the checkbook and write it. Are the Yankees going to go over $300 million? They certainly are, without a doubt. Are the Yankees going to be active July 31st, especially if they're in the race? Because right now everybody seems to feel they're a fourth-place team. They certainly will be. They will be active on. That's way on trade deadline day. Rather they giving up, or they're building for a World Series run. And RC has something special here. So Nick Torres' lottery ticket was worth it. Yeah, why not? Why not? He's a right-handed hitter. He's got a great on base. He's a good first baseman. Yeah, you can rely on his glove. And, hey, look, if he can hit, he can hit. Let's see. Listen, you got to try it. What do you got to lose? T-Road, Joe, good morning. I've never witnessed such a dedicated person like yourself loving the Yankees so much. Well, thank you. Thank you. Some people may say I don't love them that much, but that's furthest from the truth. When I go on my rant, because I have a right to go on my rant, because we dedicate so much time to YankeeMania. It's unheard of. Since I started this show in early May, the dedication is there. And I've put my heart and soul into it. We've come up with a great staff. We have great people here. We have a great listenership, a viewership, and the only thing that's missing right now is the Yankees to be healthy and ready to go. And we want 1,000 subs by March 25th. That's what we're going to concentrate on. Luke Voigt. I was never such a big fan. I thought he had a lot. I mean, it was a nice little story for a little bit. No, I think Nick Torres, especially defensive wise, is much better. But let's see what happens with the hitting. I don't know. Luke Voigt was a no-name, and Luke Voigt had power. We know when they got him, he wasn't made to be a no-name to Yankee fans. But the Cardinals sure knew what they had. They wanted the relief pitcher, which they got, and he did well for a while. He didn't do well for the Yankees. The name escapes me right now. But Luke Voigt was okay, but you can do better. You can definitely do better. So, we'll see. Well, joining me right now for a little bit is Sean Browning. And Sean, good morning. How you doing, big guy?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Doing good. I'm doing well. Thank you for critiquing the After Dark show last night. What did you think about it? There were some people that didn't watch it because it was a little too late, and there were a couple that gave the thumbs up. So let's hear from you. Your honest opinion. What did you think of the show?
I mean, the honest opinion, though, it was epic. You guys had great conversations. The flow was awesome. There was laughter, there's humor. People had a good time. It was open debate. And yes, I mean, I understand with the whole around the midnight. Some people do get to go to bed early. But some of us, like me, have to work overnight. And there's other people that, different other circumstances. So I think it's just an awesome opportunity to where people that don't always get to get on other shows can have they may miss some of our shows earlier in the day, and or something happened like the Bregman signing right before the show, and we could break it down fresh right there.
Yes, and that's good point. Excellent point. And not only that, they can talk with whatever they want to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, I had a question. The question was, what do you do when you turn the TV off? When you turn the Yankee game off, you're at home. Do you go rest? Do you go cook? Do you go out with friends? Your significant other, your grandkids? What do you do? And that's what started it off. But because we're in a state right now of putting the Yankee team together, we couldn't stick to that too much. But eventually we will. And a few other surprises that I'm working on right now that I'm actually going to talk about in our private membership show in about a week or so. So stay tuned. We're going to have some surprises and something I think you're really going to like. So hang in there. But Sean, thank you again. I know you worked overnight, and you're going to be coming on tonight on our Roundup show, which is always very successful. What do you got to say about if you had a crystal ball in front of you? Where do you think the Yankees go from here?
Well, if most likely they're probably going to pivot away from Bellinger, and he's not going to try and beg and grovel to sign a contract with us, even though that was a thought that he might do that. But that was kind of like a wild, fleeting thought. But no, I think what we're going to do is either we're going to get Tucker or we're going to get Austin Hayes. We're going to give a lot of opportunities to our young guns. But we're going to trade for a pitcher, probably. We may even get the Peralta and McGill or we'll maybe there's some pitcher out there that we ain't ever heard of, or that a decent guy that we didn't even think was on the block or on the radar for trade, and we could probably swoop in and get him. But I see us getting 2 bats. And we may get Bo Bichette. It may be a real possibility that happens.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. You're
And if
absolutely
that
right.
happens, my gut tells me that either we're shipping McMahon, because McMahon would be the one that we'd probably ship, or we're sending one of the other backup guys, or a package of different guys. And the reason I'm saying we're not shipping Jazz, even though that there's been a lot of rumor fodder on the whole Jazz market, is because Bo Bichette and Jazz would be a better combination in our infield.
Yep. Okay.
For offensive production, that would be a lot more. Even though I love McMahon's defense,
right,
but it's just a dynamic.
And he does have a guru about working with him to hit better. So let's see how that. That's what spring training is all about.
If they don't end up and we don't end up getting Bichette, I'm not gonna be like totally upset with that. But it seems like I got 4 or 5 different options in my crystal ball, but we just never know with Cashman and what they got up their sleeve until it actually happens.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And again, the crystal ball. We've got to see how that goes. T-Road you have a morning show, an afternoon show, an evening show, and now after dark show. You got to love it. But here's an interesting one here for us, Sean. Thanks for all the hard work, Joe. YankeeMania keeps growing because of you. Some people say the show is boring. Wow, that's okay. But I don't think so. Wow.
Well,
we're boring?
No, I don't think we're boring.
When I have my rants, I'm not going against you, Blaze, believe me. But wow, that's the first time I've heard that in a long time. Well, I'm sorry, people, if I bore you to death and you fall asleep, but we don't think so. We think we give honor. You know why it might be boring? Because we tell the truth. That's why it's boring. You want to hear, people want to hear what they want to hear. Yeah, I could sell you the Brooklyn Bridge, and that won't be boring. Or
Yeah.
we can go. All of us jump all over the place. That won't be boring.
Right.
But if I tell the truth, like I did with Anthony Volpe, if people are bored with that, well, there's other platforms.
Right. And here's the thing: we're not snake oilsmen, snake salesmen, whatever. We're not selling snake oil. And what I mean by that is, we're not here. We're not gonna bash on all of the content creators. We're not gonna play the pipe to different theories, different thing. We're gonna tell you the truth, the best we. We're gonna share our opinions, but we're gonna hear your opinions at the same time, and we're gonna be respectful.
Right.
But we're not.
Right. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
But we're not gonna itch your ear to get you to agree with us. And also we're not gonna have half our show where we're gonna be bashing other content creators, even though some might do it.
Oh, definitely. The truth is sometimes boring, but us, but
Is
us,
required.
yeah, okay, but well, here's why. If you notice and listen to what I say, I don't like coming on certain times because we don't like to be repetitive. But you know what, guys? You're asking for shows, so we
Right.
come on now. If it if it's you're saying we're boring, then fine. We won't do the shows. We won't do the extra shows. That's fine with me. I'm doing it
Right.
because you've demanded. You demanded us to come on even without news, because if we break something, it's legendary. But if that's the case, people, I'll have a poll. And if you guys think that it's boring to, we will just do our regular shows until the Yankees do something.
Well, I mean, and then here's the thing: I don't think our interviews with the different guests that we've had with that Nathan's brought to us, and he does a great job. Him and his team. Iron Eagle really was, and it was fun. It was entertaining, and man, he is so awesome, down to earth. It was sarcasm in there. I mean, Maria, that's really entertaining. Maria Venuto
Right.
and her nephew. Oh man.
Well,
So I
I
mean,
mean, my fears were right, and I'm right a lot. There were times I did not want to come on because there was no Yankee news, and unless we're doing an entertainment show or we're targeting a show, we come on for you. We come on for you. But if it's boring, I have no problems not doing it and then just coming
yeah, I
on.
don't. I don't think it was everybody that says it's boring, but I think some people might just feel like that, and that's fine.
Yeah,
But they don't.
right. And like I say, we're boring because we don't put out fake news. We're boring because we wait until something really happens. It's very, very, very rare that we come on this show and say, I say the rumors that I've heard. But I will not. I've never said, oh, this is true. This is, this is going to happen. And no. It's the chat. We allow, they say these rumors. So what do I do to get the chat involved? I say those rumors. That doesn't mean I agree with them. But, if you're a family chat, and the one thing this show can never be accused of is not getting the chat involved. Sometimes there's so many that are typing, we may miss one or two, but I'll always come back at the end of the show. I read everything. And if I think it's worthwhile to talk about it in the next show, I will. So I want to take, you know what? I like to, we have a lot of people on right now. I like to take a poll. If there's no Yankee news and we're not targeting a certain topic, would you rather us not come on? Just tell us. And then we'll have dynamic shows when the Yankees come on, when the Yankees do something. nothing's going to change as far as all my shows. What if it's not good enough for you guys and boring, we just won't come on until our regular coffee bagel show. We'll do everything that we say we're going to do. But and this is one thing I was afraid of. But me being stubborn, I kept saying, let's do it. We'll make it fun.
Well,
And I thought we did make it fun.
no, you did. We did make it fun. I mean, it was fun, and it seems like it's fun with most of the people in the chat, most of our regular ones. But sometimes some people, it's just not their cup of tea.
Yeah. You can't please everyone, and I understand that. But it's alarming when I hear the show is boring. That alarms me because I work too hard to have that said to me. And again, I'm not calling anybody out. I really am not. But I work too hard to let that happen. So
There's Nosebleed gives us his vote of support.
well, yeah, yeah, and I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Yeah, some people are fickle, and you're right. But I got to tell you, my staff, all our people here kept, and I won't mention any names, but there was one that said, Joe, really, you shouldn't do it. And I said, no, I want to go on for our chat. They look forward to it. They do that. But if I'm going to get called out to say that we're boring, I won't do it. I just won't do it. So again, I understand you can't please everyone, but I also have to say what I have to say.
Yep.
And it's fun. I thought our after dark show was awesome. I'm glad I did it. That was epic. I thought that was great. I don't think we have not one boring person on our list. I think everybody's unique, from Nitin to Evan. Everybody has their niches. Who's calling play-by-play games? We've added now simulcasting all the Yankee games. But if that's boring for you, then maybe you should go somewhere else.
Right.
As much as I love everyone, it's a free world. And now I appreciate the comments, everyone.
Yeah.
Joe, you've got a great show. Let's see. Not calling anyone out, but if you're going to make a rude comment, you should email Joe your concerns instead of putting it on the show. Thank you, man, CBB. You're the best. I appreciate that. And again, I hear the echo in my ear from my staff, from our, saying, Joe, don't do it. Don't do it. And, but we'll leave it the way it is. Like I said, tonight, we're going to do, whatever we're going to do is already proclaimed is going to happen. Right.
And if the Yankees do make a move before then.
Right. It's the extra shows that if it's non-committal and we just won't do. It's fine.
Well, I'm saying in the chat though that everybody says it's fun. I mean, Charles says every show is fun and exciting. CB says it too. Everybody, I don't see anybody saying it's boring right now. I just think what Blaze was trying to say is that there were some people he's heard call it boring, but he doesn't think so.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, I am not. The components. Maybe it's a little boring because I don't let cursing go on here. I refuse to do that because we have about 11% at any different times that people under 17 are on here. I don't I don't do that. I don't want any part of politics. It doesn't belong on this channel, and it will never be on this channel, and it'll never go on.
Right.
So this is entertainment. This is sort of like a mini version of WWE with sports entertainment. The only difference is we speak the truth, and I'm not going to give you any fibs. And if I do, shame on me, and I should have soap in my mouth, because I won't do that. I am not going to mislead you or anybody. Oh, the Yankees are going to do this in like 2 hours. No, I don't do that, and I never will, and I'll never be called out like that.
Right. No, and I'm with you. What I'm saying is this, and it's fine if we want to stick with right now with what we have already planned, and except for the exceptions of when we have special interviews, special guests, or like let's say the Yankees make some big trade or big signing in between our regular shows, we can cover that just so we don't run into the fact of coming across boring or repetitive or we're on too much. And I mean, I love doing this show with you. 'Cause you're awesome. Nathan's awesome. Everyone on the staff is awesome. The whole chat's awesome, especially Charles, the enforcer, aka the Bronx Bomber.
Right. And we let the chat. How many times did I say I want to do something where bring up the chat, up with us,
Right.
and come on and ask the questions you want to, or you don't want to do that, then okay, so stay in the chat and we'll, But it would be nice to, for people to do that once in a while when we ask. I get to the point where I don't want to ask anymore because people say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to come on," and then when it's called out, they don't come on. Does that mean I'm not going to interact with the chat? Of course not.
No.
But people are asking me. But people are asking me, why am I not pushing for more? Because it's a disappointment. I tell people, call Joe Yankees 28 at gmail.com at a certain time, and we will, I mean, I don't know. Do you think we're just not going to pick up? The minute you guys call, within the half hour, you're going to get a call back, and we're going to schedule a time for you to come on that night show. But I got to be honest with you, you guys have, the people, there's only been a few people that have followed that rule, and then they want to know why we're not doing this, because I'm not going to beg anybody to come on. I'm not going to do it.
Right.
If you want to come on, you got to let me know, and we can set it up on the days that we do interactive. Now, are there going to be some other things going to be happening here? 100%.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to get into right now.
No, I understand that, and like I said, I'm right there with you. But also the other thing too is we want to keep the quality going. We don't want to get so many numbers that we lessen quality. Like when you go to a restaurant a whole bunch of times and you order the same thing, but then you notice after a while the great service starts lessening. The food doesn't always come out the way you like it.
Exactly.
It doesn't always taste the same. It's because sometimes over that whole quantity, the quality's not the same.
Yeah,
But,
and you're 100% right, Sean. And it's not our fault that the Yankees are having a really, really awful winter right now. They are not winning the winter by any means. It happens to be very slow, and and that's why I've been telling everybody, you better enjoy this baseball season, people, because you may not have one next year. And I'm being very serious here. Enjoy it. You may not see it again. You
And
may
also,
not have a baseball season in 27. Take
Mhm.
that to the bank.
Also, the whole market is for the whole league is moving slow. I mean, the Blue Jays, yes, they made a lot of moves, but you notice it's like few and far between.
Yeah, and,
I
and you're
mean,
right. And you're
between
right.
big challenges, it's not moving quick. It's moving at a snail's pace. The Yankees will make moves. They will improve the team. We will have a better product on the field. But like Joe said, we got to appreciate, no matter what happens, appreciate that the baseball in 2026, because 2027, and we don't know how long the lockout might be, if it's going to be a lockout. Looks like it's going to most likely be that way.
It's more of a lockout than a strike because
Right.
why would the players have nothing to strike for? What are they going to strike for? They're making millions.
Unless the owners strike out.
Yeah, it's going to be a lockout. The strike is from the players, the lockout's from the owners. And the
Yeah.
owners are definitely going to lock them out.
Yeah, and
Question in my mind is once hopefully the Yankees win the World Series, that midnight click, that
yeah,
door's closing. That door is closing. I'm
right.
telling you guys, don't take this year as an upsetting year. Enjoy baseball. If you love baseball, I don't care what the Yankees do. You better enjoy it because I've been
Right.
through 2 strikes and it's not pretty and you'll be going crazy. You want to talk about boring? Oh, yeah, because you have a routine. You watch the Yankees, you do this, you plan your day around the Yankees. You can't plan your day if it's on strike. And trust me, it's not going to be one day, it's going to be months if it happens. So, with that in mind, Sean, some news. Some last minute thoughts as we move into a nice Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, you got the NFL playoffs, which has already been wild. This wild card round. Congrats to the Bears and to the Rams for advancing on.
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 games there. You know, you got other sports. I mean, basketball, a few games. But yeah, guys, just enjoy this Sunday. You going to church, whatever running errands or whatever you want to do. Just have a blessed Sunday. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the time. Um, enjoy the quality time with your family. Spend the time. And if news breaks today that the Yankees make a move, a big significant move,
Oh yeah, that doesn't change. If the
right?
Yankees make a move, we will be on. If the Yankees don't make a move, we will be on at 8 p.m. And I may come on with a short to promote the 8 p.m. show. Not that show needs promoting because you guys are wonderful. You guys really, really love that show, and I'm very proud of that show.
Right.
When we have everybody up on the screen, I enjoy it so much. I bring myself down and I just let it happen. I love it. I love that show, and I'll go to bat for that show any day of the week.
Oh yeah.
You guys kill it, Nitin and Chef Nick and Evan and Johnny Salami and George and you, Sean. You guys kill it. And listen, I could just sit in the background and totally enjoy it. So kudos to you. For me to say that, it is a it's one of our best shows that we have on our channel. I have to admit. It's
Right.
very good. And I'm very proud to be part of it. I really am. So, but that,
Nah, I appreciate it. But
sorry, I was interfering on your last comments. Go ahead.
no, it's fine. I mean, you hit what I was about to say too. It's like come back for the show tonight. If we don't, either way, we're gonna have the show at 8 p.m. tonight. And hopefully we do have more to talk about on the Yankees front. But I'm not gonna sit here and try and say, yeah, the Yankees are gonna. I mean, they are, but I don't know when. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors in that war room. Um, I'm just a fan like everybody else, but I'm just staying positive. And what I'm just trying to say is for everybody, just go out there, spend time with your family, your loved ones, do what you want to do, do whatever it is, watch a movie together, anything. Um just today is Sunday, enjoy your family time. Come back here at 8 p.m. And we'll get out any information before then. If there's anything that happens, you can always count on us, turn to us. If you guys need help or anything, or want to just talk to people about anything, you can always reach out at Joe's email, and we'll get back with you too. We love you guys in the chat, and we appreciate everything you guys do. So, but I'll give it to you to close it out.
Well, thanks, Sean. That was great. Great segue into closing out our stream here. And again, kudos to each and every one of you. We try to give you the best we possibly can and try to make it as fun as possible. But sometimes the content is not fun enough because there's no news. And this does happen, but it is what it is. We do have a great show ready, waiting and willing at 8 p.m. tonight. Yankees make a move, or is a huge move in baseball that affects the Yankees. We'll be back right here. No worries. We love you. God bless you all. God bless America. Let's go Yankees. And let's have good entertainment, guys. We love you.